2 players. 2 price tags. 1 unstoppable debate. And by the end of this story, the answer won't feel close anymore. One cost Manchester City just £31 million. The other arrived at Liverpool for a staggering £116 million. One glides past defenders like gravity doesn't apply to him. The other controls games as if he's reading the pitch 5 seconds ahead of everyone else. Ryan Cherki. Florian Wirtz. Side by side, the comparison feels inevitable. And right now, it feels explosive. Because the new French star at Manchester City hasn't just settled into the Premier League. He's taken it by the throat. No newcomer in England has more goal contributions this season. 11 direct involvements in just 17 matches across all competitions. And these aren't simple tap-ins or recycled passes. These are moments. Moments only the rarest 1% of footballers even attempt. Still don't believe it? Just watch him. But standing across from him is Florian Wirtz. A footballer cut from silk. 3-time Bundesliga midfielder of the year. 35 league goals. 47 assists. The mind and heartbeat of the Bayer Leverkusen side that conquered Germany for the first time in their history. His Liverpool chapter hasn't fully caught fire yet. 5 assists in 21 games. No league goals. And the criticism came fast. But anyone who truly understands football knows this. His vision. His intelligence. His control in tight spaces. His dribbling, passing range, calmness under pressure. None of that is normal. Some say Cherki is better. Others swear Wirtz is clear. And maybe that's exactly what happens when 2 generational talents collide. But to really answer this, you have to go deeper than highlights. Deeper than numbers. Deeper than price tags. So let's do exactly that. Because Ryan Cherki versus Florian Wirtz ends after this. To understand who's better, you need to understand where it all began. For Ryan Cherki, the football world first blinked on October 19, 2019. 16 years old. 63 days. Thrown into a goalless League One draw for Lyon. The youngest player in the club's top-flight history. 2 months later, history again. January 4, 2020. A goal in a 7-0 Coupe de France demolition. Lyon's youngest ever goalscorer. That season spiraled forward fast. Youngest League One starter. 3 goals. 2 assists. 13 appearances. And a Coupe de la Ligue final run in a campaign ripped apart by chaos. By 2021, he wasn't a prospect anymore. He was part of the team. 30 matches. 4 goals. 4 assists. European nights. Big moments. Europa League last 16. And even as Lyon wobbled season after season, Cherki became their creative engine. Between 2019 and 2025, 14 League One goals. 27 assists. Add 4 goals and 8 assists in Europe. He was the constant. Then came his final Lyon season. 2024 to 2025. Everything clicked. 9 goals. 11 assists. Joint top assist provider in League One. Dragging Lyon up to 5th place almost by himself. And then there was Manchester United in Europe. Lyon fell. But Cherki didn't. That tie sent a message. English football fit him perfectly. In the Premier League, he became chaos. Dribbles. Flair. Imagination. Slipping past defenders. Spinning away. Driving straight into the box. Finishing himself. His ball carrying was a rare cocktail. Messi's direct aggression. Doku's close control chaos. Zidane's creativity at the end of it all. Magic that most players wouldn't even dare to attempt. By then, Europe already knew. But 12 goals and 20 assists in 44 matches last season screamed it louder. He was ready. Manchester City moved. 36.5 million rising to 42.5. 6 years at his boyhood club ended. A new challenge began. And then the real question arrived. Can he survive Guardiola? Cherki didn't just survive. He looks at home. 4 goals. 7 assists. Premier League assist leader. Arguably the signing of the season. Fearless. Joyful. Wearing the number 10 but drifting wide. Dangerous on both feet. Impossible to read. Tricks without vanity. Balance over brute speed. That assist for Phil Foden at Crystal Palace said everything. Burst through midfield. Perfect weight. Perfect timing. And suddenly, City looked alive again. Because Cherki unlocked 2 monsters. Phil Foden. Erling Haaland. Guardiola solved the puzzle. A 4-3-2-1. Foden deeper. Cherki is the right-sided 10. Width held elsewhere. And it's working. City have scored 12 goals in the 5 league games Cherki and Foden started together. 1 every 30 minutes. That's ruthless. 3 of Cherki's assists fed Foden directly. Including that outrageous Rabona cross. Laughable. Terrifying. Precision wrapped in arrogance. And it wasn't just flair. His runs break lines. Force fouls. Drag defenders out of shape. His fingerprints were on late winners. Tight pockets. Impossible decisions. Then there's Haaland. Cherki sees runs before they exist. Against Bournemouth, twice. 1 touch. 1 pass. 1-on-1. 2 goals. Same signature. And he can finish too. Long-range screamers. Calm placements. Solo drives. Any method. Any moment. If you think Cherki is better, you have real arguments. But now. Florian Wirtz. Born in Pulheim, Germany. May 3, 2003. And from early on, it was obvious. This wasn't normal. Bundesliga debut at 17. Youngest in Leverkusen history. Then the youngest scorer in league history against Bayern Munich. Then a European announcement. Nice destroyed. His name everywhere. Between 2020 and 2023, he didn't stabilize. He exploded. Winners against Dortmund. Records shattered before 18. 50 Bundesliga games before most players finished school. Then came the output. 7 goals. 10 assists in the league. Europa League brilliance. Masterclasses. Hat-tricks. Titles. April 14, 2024. 5-0. The night Leverkusen became champions. Wirtz at the center of history. 18 goals. 20 assists. All competitions. Player of the season. Then Champions League nights. 6 goals in 9 games. Proof at the highest level. In Germany, he was poetry. Hiding the ball. Cutting inside. Finishing from anywhere. 2 feet. Any angle. Any solution. And statistically, he's elite across everything. Dribbles. Touches in the box. Expected goals and assists. Progressive carries. Defensive work. His heat map lives in danger zones. Between lines. Across channels. Controlling rhythm. He dribbled more than any Bundesliga midfielder over 2 seasons. Pressed harder than most attackers. Recovered possession higher than anyone. So why hasn't it exploded in England yet? Because football is an instant. No goals. No assists. But chances created? Top 10. Champions League creativity? Only Mbappe ahead. Physical doubts? Gone. Distance covered. Sprints. Recoveries. Elite. What's missing is connection. New teammates. Less space. Faster chaos. And yet, even with just 0.81 seconds to receive the ball, he keeps creating. Against Real Madrid, it was clear. Nobody at Liverpool sees the game like him. Too good to fail. So who's better? Same age. Different paths. Wirtz has trophies. Recognition. Numbers. Cherki has momentum. Adaptability. Premier League impact. Statistically, Wirtz leads. Historically, Wirtz leads. But football lives in the present. Right now, Cherki is influencing title races. Deciding matches. Shaping games weekly. The verdict is simple. Florian Wirtz is the more complete footballer overall. But right now, this moment belongs to Ryan Cherki. The gap today is real. And as Guardiola said himself, we still haven't seen everything he can do. Yesterday, Cherki is the signing of the season. Florian Wirtz? Right now, he's simply the most expensive one.